thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Friday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. And then on Saturday, they'll be taking on Jonas.
I'd say it's fairly important, but this is a long season, Kevin. It's about sustaining a high level of play consistently.
Well, the start of MP's NBA journey begins now. These are the first minutes for the first-round pick.
And I have high hopes for MP over the course of his career. This guy's a student of the game and was a fanatic about Jordan's Bulls when he was growing up.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Conley and Edwards are the guards. Julius Randle is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 3 slot. Shot clock at 6. Here's Randle. Randle controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Whoa. It was Randle really getting up, giving this team some juice with those two.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Rudy Gobert has tied for the most Defensive Player of the Year awards all time, but he's challenging himself to do more offensively. He said it's all about just being okay with missing or making mistakes, freeing my mind and doing the things that I work on to get out of this shell that I was being put in. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David Aldridge, we thank you for that report. Conley, the pass to Edwards. There's the pick. To the paint. Here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
And all of that size rolling there after that screen. Gobert moves now with such confidence when in the pick and roll.
Doncic kicks to MP. And he misses his first shot. And Randle has got the ball here for Minnesota. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks, guys. The Lakers this summer signing first-time head coach J.J. Redick. He's a veteran of 15 seasons. The sharpshooter's rise in broadcasting had been meteoric. The Lakers really want Redick to be their long-term head coach. But the question, with an aging superstar in LeBron, how much patience will exist in L.A. for Redick learning on the job?
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting. That one goes. Count it.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof. Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
MP sets the screen for Reeves. Rebound, Minnesota.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Edwards against Reeves. Shoots it. Edwards, no good. And so the first quarter is in the books. Timberwolves lead by 8. After this break, we'll be back with this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Timberwolves.
Well, they're off to a good start, getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And I also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their team this year.
Vincent is out there with Austin Reeves. Then it's Connect. Then it's MP. And it's Vanderbilt in at the 4 spot. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. Edwards passes to DiVincenzo. Out to Edwards. The muscle from Edwards.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Vincent. Pass to connect. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
I love how aggressive Connect is off the catch. Shots like that proves he belongs in this league.
Here's Edwards. A beautiful finish inside by Ant.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Los Angeles making a switch here. Hachimura is checked in. Miller's checked in for the Timberwolves. Clark comes in for Alexander Walker. Here's Hachimura. MP kicks to Hachimura. Reed with the rebound.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Edwards' shot is good.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Pass to connect. Hachimura with it, covered by Miller. Count that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Hachimura.
Over the last few years, Hachimura has gotten more comfortable in these catch-and-shoot situations.
Clark outside. Reed with a screen for Clark. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. With a break in the action, we go to the 2K leaderboard. See the teams that excelled at slowing the pace down a campaign ago. The Timberwolves, number 1.
Defense was their identity, and that's how they're going to beat you. And they did it better than anyone in the league.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. James comes in for Connect, and Doncic is subbed in for Vincent. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Julius Randle comes in for Miller. Daniels, he's checked in for Clark. And it's Mike Conley in for Dante DiVincenzo. Edwards can't hit. Lakers trail by 9. On the wing, Reeves. Edwards defending. And a wide open look for Hachimura. Sinks the triple. Hachimura's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Bounce pass, Conley. Edwards inside. He's defended by Reed. Off with the layup. Over in the corner, Doncic. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. He makes that one drop, only a second and 5 tries.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
The thing they have to watch for is mental fatigue. They have to stay focused and finish the job.
Let's go across the court, and here's some more news on MP.
Hey guys, a lot of excitement in the air as MP makes his NBA debut tonight. I asked him how he felt about his journey here, and he told me it hasn't been easy. I had to grow a lot as a person and as a player, but I'm ready to keep putting in the work and fight my way to the top. It's just the beginning of what could be a fantastic career, guys.
Gosh, I love that kid. Hey, David, you can tell this organization expects big things from MP. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Jackson Hayes is... And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Timberwolves ahead, up by 1. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Hello and welcome.
You know, right now for Minnesota, like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of games.
Yeah, everyone. Getting to that first half of action from Minnesota, they find themselves in the middle of a tight one.
Love that they're taking high percentage shots.
Thanks for joining us. Now,
Second half of basketball. He checked in for Hachimura. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Clark comes in for Randall. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for McDaniels. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. James outside. Reeves the pass to Hayes. Shoots from 12. And with that shot, the Minnesota Lynx got down to 2 on the bucket from LeBron.
And after a scoreless first half, you're starting to see signs of life here in the second.
On the court for Minnesota, they've got Edwards. Clark is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Reid in at the 5. Edwards, good.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Doncic passes to Hayes. Pass to Reeves. MP with a screen on Edwards. Reeves can't hit.
He just looks off this quarter. It looks like he's forcing it a bit right now. A little bit in his head.
Edwards passes to Alexander Walker. Over to the left wing. Here's Reid. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And it's a 6-point Timberwolves lead.
Defense always had their eyes on him, and then he gives it away. Classic misdirection.
And Doncic gets it to go.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And the wide open shot from Reid drills the three-pointer. Reid's got 5 points now in the quarter. And so it's Minnesota bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're playing a bruising. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. And J.J. Redick is called timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Lakers trail by 7. In it forward for him, it's James and Hachimura. Connect out there with Vincent. And it's MP in at the 5 down low. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
To the inside. No good off the front iron. Lakers shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Pass to Hachimura. No good with the triple. Timberwolves leading by 7. And here is DiVincenzo. Clark sets a screen for DiVincenzo. Knocks down the 3 ball. DiVincenzo's got the first field goal of the 4th quarter here for the Timberwolves. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Connect with it. Back to LeBron. By LeBron.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Outside Edwards. Here's Reid. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on MP.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Connect. And a change for the Timberwolves. Michael Conley, he's checked in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the 2nd time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances.
Here's call time here. They're behind by 20. RJ, what have you noticed about the young players that enter the NBA today?
Unfortunately, the NBA is now tasked with teaching players how to play basketball. The NBA wasn't a teaching league 20 years ago. Now it is. A lot of players are spending their first, second, and even third year learning how to play basketball. That was not always the case. They used to go to college and play for Hall of Fame coaches for 4 years.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Minnesota.
Starting five must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
And they not only lightened the load, the subs did nothing less than guarantee a win.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Anthony Edwards.
We certainly got to see his best effort on offense, attacking the defense without fear and grabbing a lot of buckets.
Timberwolves on offense. They're on a 17-7 run. Alexander Walker on the wing. Here's Reed, and they come right back with their own three-pointer. And the Timberwolves lead by 20. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Vanderbilt with it. Goodwin passes to MP. To the left side wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Connect. No good. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never...
Chin up. Tomorrow's a new day.
First game in the pros. I'm sure your phone is blowing up.
You know, I haven't had a chance to look at my phone yet.
Well, when you do, there'll be texts from every person you've ever met and a few people you haven't. Most notably, there will be press looking for quotes.
They can hit me up on text, too?
They do. And you want to handle this like you would any regular press conference. You want no comment? No comment. You want to answer? Go ahead and answer. But just remember, everything you say is on the record and has impact. Most importantly, on your team chemistry and your public perception.
Makes sense.
Look, emotion.
Right. You got your feet wet. Now the real work starts.
Whatever it takes, Coach. You know I'm game.
Look, everyone thinks what happens out there is what creates an NBA legend, but they're wrong. 90% of the work happens here, behind the scenes, at practice, in the gym, at film sessions, and in the locker room.
I agree. The games are where you prove that you've been putting in the work. No shortcuts.
Yeah, correct. Over here is the entrance to our practice facility, and over there is the gym.
Everything all in one place. That's great.
Yep. We made everything as convenient as possible, so there is no excuse to not put the work in. Now, come here. Right here, we've got everything related to your schedule, including those key games we talked about based on your personal goals.
Coach, that was great. That was really helpful.
Which reminds me, we've talked a lot about maximizing your playing career, which is critical. But you need to remember, you become the best version of you so we can become the best version of us.
Coach, you have to put that on a t-shirt.
I am serious, MP.
I'm serious too. You become
This is a team game. Everything you do both on and off the court affects our ability to win games. Okay, team chemistry is vitally important to our success, and if you do things that negatively affect that, you hurt the team. A press conference answer that rubs someone the wrong way might mean they look you off when you're open, and that...
Rest, recuperate, get ready for tomorrow.
Well, excuse me.
Come on, MP.
Woo! I run this.